What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today. And today we have massive unboxing number 33 for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's videos. Today we have a bunch of GeminiJets and NG models to unbox. Super excited for this, and I hope you guys are as well. Without any further delay, we're not going to waste any further time and go ahead and get started, everybody. Let's do this. And welcome everybody to massive unboxing number 33. I really hope you guys are excited for today's unboxing video. Have been looking very forward to this because this is the first time in quite some time that we've went over some of the newest GeminiJets and NG models here on the channel, and I'm really looking forward to this. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. I want to give a huge shout out to the Texan Airplane Store. This is where I bought all of these models from during the DFW one-day collectible show back in April. Really great guy with a really great store. I highly recommend checking them out if you are interested. Had a really good business experience, and ultimately he's a great guy, so definitely check out his website. I'll link it below, but he did a really good job, and I really enjoyed my time working with him. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get into all the models. So we'll kind of bounce back and forth between GeminiJets and NG models today, but today we're going to be starting out with NG models in the brand new 1:400 scale American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. Very excited for both these. We have the normal livery and also the One World livery as well. Have been really looking forward to these, as these are really nice models here, and I'm really excited to dive into them and see what they're all about. But first and foremost, just take a look at this beautiful box. I mean, you certainly cannot deny how great this box is looking, and GeminiJets boxes are nice and standard, but when you do something like this with NG models, it is certainly very impressive. So let's go ahead and take the One World and put that off to the side and get started here with our first model today, which is going to be the NG models 1:400 scale American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the current livery. Very excited for this aircraft, so I've been really looking for a great mold, really standard 777 1:400 scale, and NG model is going to provide that right here. So really excited for this. Let's go ahead and get into the details. Boeing 777-200, a beautiful box with various shades of blue in the American Airlines Eagle. American Airlines, November 776, Alpha November. You have the CGI up there. Boeing NG models, 1:400 scale, diecast collectible. But yeah, Texan Airplane Store was absolutely fantastic. Really fun to do business with, and ultimately a fantastic guy. So really enjoyed my experience, and I highly recommend checking out his website as well. So really awesome stuff right here. Really excited to see what this model is all about. It's going to be a great addition to the collection. We do have two of these, so I'll go ahead and unbox the other one here in a moment. But let's go ahead and get started. And we do have the black plastic, a collector card, and here we go with the 777 itself. Man, that color is looking very, very, very sharp. Goodness gracious, my gosh, yes. Take a look at that, everybody. Alrighty, everybody, and here we go with the NG models. 1:400 scale American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the standard livery. My gosh, yes is right. Goodness gracious, what an effort here from NG models. I don't think that I need to say very much about this. We're just going to go ahead and get started. Goodness gracious. Alrighty, everybody, let's go ahead and take a look at this 777, and how fitting is it that the pointer today is going to be a Texan Airplane Store pin. Huge shout out for them giving me one of these. Really appreciate it, and it's going to make for a great pointer today in today's review. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's the nose shape, really nicely done here on the 777. We haven't reviewed many of these on my channel, so really excited to get some more of them here today. Here's the cockpit windows, really nicely outlined. They ultimately look really good. And we also have the panels right here, which are fantastic. Then we have the L1 boarding door, along with the One World logo, the nose landing gear, and the nose landing gear door. Also very nice, proportional, nicely sized, and ultimately absolutely fantastic. The gray on this is very nice. There's a little bit of gloss to it, but it's not quite as noticeable as some other offerings. So really nice to see how consistent this color is, and certainly rock on NG models. Here's the Eagle right here that looks really good. Then you're going to have your first class, business class into the economy. Then you have your L2 door in the really bold and standing on this particular aircraft, at least from what I'm observing, American Airlines billboard titles. Then you got the Wi-Fi box in the antenna right there, which also looks super nice. So we are very glad to get to see that. The L2 door, along with some more panels down here as well. Here are the engines. They're beautiful. I think these are Rolls-Royce engines, although I could be completely wrong on that, so don't take my word for it. We also have the wing root right here, which is really nice. It has a little bit of a gap, but certainly not too noticeable here compared to some other models that I know of, so certainly glad to see how consistent they were here on this effort. Very nicely done. Here's the main landing gear as well. They do not tilt, of course, but as B767 said in one of his reviews, I think it was ironically on this exact aircraft, they are very detailed to make up for that, so we certainly can't complain with that effort. And of course, we have the flaps, speed brakes, and slats detail, which is also very nice on this aircraft. There's another look at the main landing gear. They're very nicely detailed. NG Models did a really good job constructing those, so that's what we love to see. Here's the L3 door right here, and we also have the stubby Wi-Fi box, which is very nice and realistic, so that's what we love to see. And we also have 2 more antennas, very nicely sized here on the NG Models 777 mold. That's one of my favorite characteristics of it, and it's very cool to see how proportional and accurate they are. Registration of this aircraft's November 776 Alpha November, unfortunately not 750 Alpha November, if you know the story with that one from earlier this year. And the absolutely stunning American Airlines tail might be my favorite combination of blue and red ever. It just looks so pretty, man. This livery never gets old, so that's what we love to see. The horizontal stabilizers and also some APU detail back there as well. The right side of the aircraft is very similar, although we do have a cargo door right there, another cargo door, and a baggage door as well. Top of the aircraft is very nicely detailed, as I was referring to, with that Wi-Fi box and the antennas, and also a little beacon printed right there, which is very nice. In the bottom of the aircraft, the stand hole, yes, we love to see that from NG Models, but ultimately we got the stand hole, some more antennas, the nose landing gear, and all those fun details. Really great job here by NG Models. They did a fantastic job. So we have this one, another one of these, and also the One World. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. Alrighty, so we won't go too crazy on the other standard one. Just want to get it out here and make sure that looks good. So we're doing that right now. Alrighty, so for the second one, this one's also looking good. So we absolutely love to see that here for NG Models. Also, really enjoy these new plastic cradles. I think this really helps with QC, so that's what we love to see. Although I think this particular aircraft did struggle, but I think they're getting better. So that's what we love to see right there. And for the One World aircraft, we'll make this pretty simple. We'll go take a look at just the front of the aircraft because the majority of it is completely the same. And that One World, man, just hits different. It's going to be tough to say goodbye to my Gemini one because that one's honestly really good, but this one is just that much better. Goodness gracious, my gosh, yes. Alrighty everybody, so of course the main difference with this particular variant is it has this beautiful billboard One World titles. Really nice refresher right here after seeing those British Airways one on their 777 because that's just, it's not great. We can all agree on that. It looks really different. But nevertheless, this is really nice to see on an American Airlines' livery. It looks so nice, and NG Models just an outstanding job. Let me bring over one of these 777s here just to put in the frame with it because we absolutely love to see that. So just really pretty models right here. Super glad to have these. Great job here by NG Models. A+, rock on, and we have some more exciting models ahead. So let's go take a look at those. Alrighty everybody, next up we have the GeminiJets 1:400 scale Alaska Airlines Embraer ERJ-175 in the Horizon Air Retro livery. Really excited for this model as GeminiJets made this here a couple months ago, but as you guys may remember, unfortunately the Alaska Dash 8 got retired earlier this year, and as such the retro livery that they had in the Dash 8 has now been transpired up to 175, and I've also heard rumors that they would like to do some of the university liveries on the 175 as well, as that's the only regional jet now in the Alaska fleet. So it's very exciting to see that their commitment is certainly here with this livery and hopefully many more to come. But nevertheless, I'm really excited to have this. This will be a great addition. Now I'll have this, the honoring those who served, and the standard liveries. So certainly building up the 175 fleet. But when you need rotation, you love to see it. So let's go ahead and get started. Standard GeminiJets box certainly does not compare in terms of creativity to the American 777s, but it's certainly still a really nice box. A very light feeling box at that. $39.16 here on the price, not too bad. Here's the back of the box as well to an Alaska trademark. We have the 2023 right there as well. So that's all fantastic, and we love to see all that. Here's the pamphlet as well. So if you'd like to read, feel free to pause. And here is the little guy inside. Certainly not near as big as that 777, but this will be a really good offering here. And I'm excited to see how they did on this aircraft. So let's go ahead, get this out, and see what the Horizon Air livery is all about. And I do have the Dash 8 Q400, so that's cool too to pair it with that. So here we go, looking really good, and no wing flex. We love to see it, yes. Alrighty everybody, and here we go for the GeminiJets 1:400 scale Alaska Airlines Embraer ERJ-175 in the Horizon Air Retro livery. What a great looking aircraft. Alaska did a fantastic job on this one, and we absolutely love to see it right here. So let's go ahead and get into the details, everybody. Alrighty everybody, let's go ahead and get started. So right here we have the cockpit windows and the nose cone right here, looking very good on the GeminiJets 175 mold. We also have some sort of Horizon titles right there, along with the orange and maroon shade that looks fantastic. Here we have the L1 boarding door and nose landing gear, all really nicely detailed, and a great job here by GeminiJets in 400, so we'd love to see that. Some sort of Alaska titles right here, which is really cool. This part, not the billboard. Then the billboard titles also look really good. The color's a little too light from my observations, but still looks really good, so very nice job here by by GeminiJets. Then we have the first class into the economy. Really nicely done here with the Horizon Air titles on the orange and then the maroon. Just a great looking aircraft, nice and simple, and it really throws it back on a beautiful modern looking aircraft. So that's really cool. We have the engines that look fantastic here, and then not too much wing flex either, which is really cool. Just a little bit, just about the right amount. So certainly a huge improvement over the Evo Blue Emerald 175, for example. There's the main landing gear as well. They look really good, and we got some flap, slat, and speed brake detail. One of the more detailed molds in 400 considering the size. This is really nice here for not barely being the size of my palm, so that's really nice. Registration's November 652, November Kilo, or is that Mike Kilo? I think it's a Mike Kilo, excuse me. And then we have the L2 door as well, along with the beautiful Horizon meatball, if you will, here on the tail, which looks really cool. Love that right there. Just looks so nice. They did a really good job, along with the horizontal stabilizers, the AAPU, and also the beautiful winglets here as well. Really, really nice job. The right side of the aircraft is also very simple, encompassing the baggage doors in the front and also in the back as well. The top of the aircraft looks absolutely fantastic, very nice and simple, and we love to see that. And then the bottom here also looks really good. You got the GeminiJets stand hole and all those really good panel details. GeminiJets, rock on with this effort. The billboard titles are a little too light, but if that's the worst issue, we can certainly live with that. Very nicely done and a great effort here by GeminiJets. Alrighty everybody, welcome back from dinner, and here we go with our next aircraft. So here we have the GeminiJets, 1/4 scale GOL Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. I decided to get this aircraft for two reasons when I saw it. Number one, I got to see a bunch of these at the Miami International Airport earlier this year during plane spotting. Number two, I thought it'd be a really good way to branch out on my international offerings at Great Plains and my whole fleet in general. So really excited to have this aircraft. It'll be a really good one, and I'm really excited to see what it's all about. So of course you have your standard box, nothing too crazy to it right here. Here's the bottom, the side, the top, the other side. Got it for a pretty good deal right there. 2021 release. I want to say maybe August or September, somewhere in there, I would say. Here is the pamphlet right here if you'd like to pause to read that. And here is our aircraft itself. I was not the one that turned it around. Not sure how it got turned around going that direction, but let's go ahead, get in there, and see what is going on with it. All right, looking very good right here. Take a look at this. What a beauty. Alrighty everybody, here we have the GeminiJets, 1/4 scale GOL Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. What a really cool looking aircraft with the livery and the 737 MAX in general. Really excited to take a look at this aircraft. Let's go ahead and dive into it, everybody. Alrighty everybody, let's go ahead and get started. Here's the cockpit windows in the nose cone with the nose landing gear and nose landing gear door. Really nice job here by GeminiJets. Looks pretty good in general, and they did a really good job here, so very nicely done. It says something right there. Sorry that I can't see it. You guys may be able to though. Here's the L1 door along with some sort of symbol right here, so we'd love to see that. Excuse me. Here's the GOL billboard titles. Those look really good. I would assume they offer first class, although I could be wrong, so that's where that would be if they do. And then we have economy and economy plus, so that's what we'd love to see right there. The orange and silver is a really unique combination. You can really see that here on the engines. Sorry about that everybody, much better now, but nevertheless, as you can see with the engine right here, it's very interesting how it's so silver, but it looks really cool with this metallic shade. You also have the the cowling and the exhaust, so that's really cool as well. Really nice two-piece mold, no slot there, but the antenna does look a little big, but it's all good, can't complain. Looks pretty solid. We have the main landing gear back there as well, along with the slat, flap, and speed brake detail, excuse me, goodness gracious. Here's the winglet, really unique design as you have the orange outline with the gray inside. I've never seen something quite like that before, so really cool to see that here on this GOL Max. Here's the back of the aircraft. We outside the emergency exit pad and the emergency exits there as well. Then of course we have the some sort of symbol right here and the registration of Papa Romeo X-Ray Mike Papa. Then you have the really cool metallic and orange combining there for kind of the O of the GOL. It looks really cool, really like that silver shade. It's very unique and it'll always stand out in anybody's collection. The right side of the aircraft is also pretty simple. In regards to the other side, we just have two more cargo bin doors there to round it out. The top of the aircraft looks very nice and detailed, and they got some really good detail going there. And the bottom of the aircraft also looks really good down there. How about that? That's really cool with the square right there. It's like a Wi-Fi symbol almost. So I'm not sure if that's exactly what it's supposed to be representing or something else, but that's really cool. And you got the GeminiJets logo, got Papa Romeo, X-Ray Mike Papa stretching the wings for the registration. That's super cool. I've never seen that before either. And the height and one on the left side. So pretty cool right there. And ultimately a really cool undercarriage. So glad we got to take a look at that. That's very unique. I've never seen something quite like that before. So very cool right there. And also the inside of the winglet also looks super cool. So ultimately this is a super nice aircraft. Highly recommend it if you are interested, but this will be a great model here for the Great Plains Model Airport. Really excited to utilize it in various ways, and I'm so excited to have this in the collection. What a great model here by GeminiJets. Alrighty everybody, so our next model up the bat right here is going to be the Jet Hut, first Jet Hut model, 1-400 scale, Virgin Atlantic Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. Really excited to have this aircraft as I decided to invest in a Jet Hut model because I'm really curious to see what their product line's all about. And I did find this at the DFW Collectible Show. This is the only model in today's unboxing that did not come from the Texan Airplane store. So really excited to have this today. This will be a really good offering, and I'm really excited to see what this is all about. So let's go ahead and get started. Virgin Atlantic Airways Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. Here's the aircraft itself. Jet Hut, make aviation hobby easy, and 1-400 along with the registration. Jet Hut started as an independent company making models for some Japan Airlines merchandise sets, I think is what it was, but they started making models there. Here's the side of the box, and then they ended up going to make some models for the public. So really excited to see this here. There's all the sides, and the back of the box also really simple. So I'm really excited to see what their mold's all about. I've really heard some good reviews. Got a pretty good deal on this, so I'm excited to see what this aircraft is all about. So let's go ahead and get in there. Alrighty, there it is. Take a look at that. Really solid. Now I know I do already have one and just got one, but I thought it'd be nice to get the Jet Hut mold. I haven't decided if I want to keep both of them or not, but man, that's honestly really impressive from Jet Hut. Take a look at this. Alrighty everybody, and here we have the Jet Hut 1-400 scale Virgin Atlantic Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. I am thoroughly impressed. Yes, it is not perfect or to the standard of GeminiJets or NG models, but for an affordable product line, I am honestly really impressed. The printing's really solid, the molds overall really pretty good, and I'm really excited to take a more detailed look at this. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty everybody, so here we go. So starting right here with the cockpit windows, I believe they are certainly a little low here, so I'm not going to lie on that. It's okay though, I think they're supposed to be more in this range, but it happens, so not too bad there for your first model, kind of understandable I suppose. And here's the nose shape, honestly really good. They did a really good job representing it here. And here's the lady right here looking very good, along with some detail right here on the panels. Then you have the nose landing gear and nose landing gear door. The nose landing gear is slightly too tall. Again, these issues are unfortunately probably inevitable when you're a new company, so can't complain too much with that, but certainly noticeable. Outside of that, that's really where the issues stop, because the rest of this is looking really good. Here's the L1 door, along with where your first class and business into economy would be. Then you have the Boeing 787-9 titles along with the Virgin Atlantic titles. I think it's a little bit too purple, but it still looks really good, as you can see right here, so that looks really nice. And also the shade color on the fuselage is hit or miss. I think it's pretty close, so good job there by Jet Hut for getting pretty close there. Again, Virgin Atlantic, here's the L2 door right there, also looking fantastic. We got some panel detail, and this is a one-piece mold. Honestly, a really good job to make it not look like it though, with how the wings are inserted into the bottom piece. So honestly, a really good job there. Really nice engine. This is honestly really impressive. Very impressed with the engine right here for these Rolls-Royce engines. These look really good. Love the color that they use for the red, and honestly one of the best parts of the mold. So really good effort right there. Of course, you have your economy throughout here at this point after economy plus. Then you have your L3 door. Here's the wing. It does flex, which is kind of unfortunate, but obviously they're kind of going for a hybrid between in-flight mode and also ground mode, so it can be understandable. The main landing gear also look really good. It reminds me a bunch of Dragon Wings, like an elevated Dragon Wings, but it obviously is not what GeminiJets can do on theirs. So a nice hybrid there to say the least. But the red wing tip's really cool, and then you have some pretty solid detail on the wings, honestly, for the slats, flaps, and speed brakes. Obviously, the indentations are not quite what you're going to find on GeminiJets or NG models, for example, but it's certainly a really quality offering. Honestly, pretty impressive considering that this was about 2/3 the price of what you're going to find with those GeminiJets NG models, Dreamliners. Again, here's the L3 door, and the rest of the aircraft is pretty simple from here. Then we have the registration of Golf Victor Delta Bravo Echo, Bravo Echo Lima, excuse me. We have the baggage door right there, the L4 door, and the Virgin tail. Probably, honestly, the best looking part. Very proportional, looks really good. Love the effort right there. Got some APU detail. The horizontal stabilizers are actually a firm metal, so that's certainly an upgrade from the previous offerings. And the other good part about this mold is it's a really durable, some sort of, I don't know what exactly it is, but it's really solid. Now the printing on this side is even more lackluster on the titles. That just, it seems a little high. It may not be, honestly though, so I'm not completely sure, so I won't completely judge it, but it's still printing could use some improvement. But for your first model, for the price point, really impressive. Just take a look how beautiful it is. You got your cargo doors, so no lacking detail there. Top of the aircraft looks really good with all that detail. Got some panels and whatnot, and then the bottom also really good. You got the Virgin Atlantic on the bottom, so really nice job there to be able to represent that. Some panels and really some good printing. Got the registration on the bottom there too. A really nice find, to not miss that. And ultimately, For the price point, really solid. Honestly, it's more, it may have a little bit more weight than GeminiJets, to be quite honest. I am very impressed. Sure, it's not GeminiJets or NG models, as I've been saying, but it's certainly a really good offering for 2/3 of the price. If you're looking for an affordable option and you're good with a couple of defects, this is the model for you. I'm honestly really impressed with it. I'm excited to use it in my model airport. So excited to see what the future of Jet holds. They have a really bright future in store if they can keep doing this, especially at the price point, and I'm really impressed. So Jet Hut, A+, well done. Alrighty everybody, and I did want to let you know that I did get these 3 from the Texan Airplane store as well. However, I will be leaving them for the next retro review, so stay on the lookout for that. But nevertheless, we have the TWA NG models, American Airlines 757 hybrid livery with the TWA, so that's really cool right there. The TWA ND80, which is a huge plane, excited to unbox that, and also a Cathay Pacific 747-400. All those will be coming in the next retro massive unboxing, so stay on the lookout for those. But I did want to highlight those since I got them from the Texan Airplane store, so thank you so much once again to him. Great guy, and I highly recommend checking out his store. Alrighty everybody, next up we have the NG models. 1:400 scale Lufthansa Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. Really excited to have this aircraft. Is this going to be a new focal point here in the United States as Lufthansa continues to debut their Boeing 787-9 Dreamliners in various networks? Got to see my first one in real life at Denver a few days ago, so that was really cool, and hopefully more to come at the Airliners International 2023 convention in Dallas, Texas. So really excited for all of that, and this is now flying to Dallas, so this was a perfect time to pick this up. Just started a few days ago, and it will perfectly flow into the next DFW airport update. So welcome to Dreamliner to the collection. I was really torn because I was either thinking about this or getting the Airbus A350, but I felt like, this is going to be more practical for the model airports, and also to go along with that, I have the A330 and A340, and both those are Airbuses, and I thought that branching out into the Boeing realms for Lufthansa would be a really good opportunity here for the flag carrier from Germany. So let's go ahead and get into the box. Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, here's the CGI right here. You got the backdrop there for that. Lufthansa registration of Delta Alpha Bravo Papa Delta, looking very good. Again, like I said, I did get to see my first one of these at the Denver International Airport, which was really cool. They're really great looking planes, and I'm really excited to have this one. Really nice box art as well. So this is going to be a really great offering right here, and I'm really excited to see what this aircraft's all about. So let's go ahead and get into the plastic and see what this one is all about. So we did get a collector card as well, which is really nice, dated August of 2022, although I think it came out later than that. And then here is the aircraft itself. So looks really nice. I'm very excited to have this one in the fleet. Again, it's going to be a great addition, and I'm excited to see what this one's all about. So let's go ahead and get into the details. And here she is, everybody. Man, this NG 787 mold never fails to impress. I have several of them, but another quality offering here with Lufthansa. Alrighty everybody, and here we go with the NG models. 1:400 scale Lufthansa Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. I don't think I need to talk too much on this one. Another fantastic looking airplane. NG Models continues to ballpark these offerings, and man, what a great model we have right here. So let's go ahead and get into it, everybody. Alrighty everybody, so here we go. So here we have the cockpit windows along with the nose shape. Again, NG Models does a really good job on their 787 molds, so we love to see that. Nose landing gear door. We have the Lufthansa logo, Star Alliance logo, L1 boarding door, the yellow piece right here, along with Lufthansa billboard tiles right here. Then you got the Boeing 787-9. Not sure which city that is. I can't see it from here, but certainly is probably a good one regardless. And we got all the panel detail right there, pitot tubes and all that fun stuff. Again, just love the antenna sizes here on these NG models, and that's what we love to see here with this one right here. We got the Wi-Fi box, the L2 door, of course, first class, business class, into economy plus and main cabin. So that's what we love to see right there. Again, this wing root on this mold is so awesome. I mean, there's just so many various characteristics I love about this mold, including, I think this might be air inlet, honestly no idea, but whatever it is, it looks really cool. You have your leading edge light right here, along with the beautiful engines right here. Love the cowling piece and the exhaust. Just what a great looking engine that the Dreamliner encompasses, and it looks super good here. Again, the wings are absolutely fantastic on this mold, encompassing the flap, slat, and speed brake detail right here. Just really nice proportional. Of course, not too much detail, as you can see right here in the middle of it, but on the sides is really where it shines. So that's what we love to see right there. The main landing gear, also really nice. They also do not tilt just like the 777, but they do have very sufficient detail, so that's why we love to see that. Even more than sufficient, way above average detail. We have the L3 door right here, and then of course we have the rest of the main cabin. Registration right here of Delta Alpha Bravo Papa Delta. We have more antennas, 3 total, in fact. The L4 door and the beautiful Lufthansa tail right there. I really like the new livery as much as I like the old one. I also really like the new ones, so they did a good job. It's just very clean, so we love that effort. We also have the APU detail back there as well. On the right side of the aircraft, we also have some really great details, including the cargo door right there. And we also got the one in the back. Top of the aircraft looks absolutely fantastic, and the bottom of the aircraft also looks very good with the stand hole. A really great job here by NG Models. They never fail to impress, and this aircraft is a prime example of such, and the crazy part is, we're just getting started. Alrighty everybody, next aircraft up the bat's going to be this NG Models 1/400 scale Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900ER in the honoring those who serve livery. Really excited to have this aircraft. I was honestly on the fence about getting this one until I saw it at Denver International Airport on January 4th, 2023. Really great memories, and I just could not pass up getting it after seeing that. So that's why I chose to get this aircraft, and also to complete the tryout of the E175, 737-800, 737-900 for Alaska, and also to honor our veterans. This is a really great aircraft. It looks really good, and I'm really excited to get it out of the box here and see what it's all about. So let's go ahead and get started. Boeing 737-900, you have the Alaska Airlines salute those who serve. Really cool patch right there, along with the honoring those who serve red titles across. There's the CGI gesture hanging out back there, Alaska NG, all those fine details, which we absolutely love to see. There's the bottom, the right side, the top, and the left, or sorry, this the right side, the other was the left. Back of the box, also very repetitive to the front. Really excited for this. It's going to be a great offering right here, and I'm excited to see how good of a job they did. If they did anything like they did on the 737-800, they will absolutely knock the 900 out of the water, and that is looking very, very good right there. Yeah, all of those cards are from August, which is really interesting because I know this was released this year. So I guess they just throw in the cards before, you know, during the product run or whatever before it gets released. So that's certainly very interesting. But here it is right here, everybody. The NG Models 1/400 scale Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900ER. Alrighty everybody, and here we have the NG Models 1/400 scale Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900ER in the honoring those who serve livery. What a great looking aircraft right here. Super excited to dive into the details on this one. It looks super, super nice and really sentimental to have now. So really glad to have this aircraft. Let's go ahead and get into it, everybody. Alrighty everybody, let's go ahead and get started. So here's the cockpit windows along with the nose cone right here, some pitot 2 detail, and then that really nice patch we saw in the box. So that's what we love to see. Nose landing gear door. It seems like the nose landing gear tires might be slightly bigger, kind of an observation. Could be completely wrong on that, but it certainly caught my eye. So still looks great regardless though. Here's the L1 door, another patch right there, honoring those who serve, and then the Alaska titles right there. Just really clean, beautiful livery. We have the antenna down there, and then following that we have the beautiful red stripe that goes into navy blue back here. We have the really cool gold here on the front of the engine before or after the cowling. Then we have the CFM56 right here, the exhaust. Then we have another antenna along with the emergency exits right there. Sorry that the tripod's moving so much. I'll try to get it more stable over here. Nevertheless though, we got the antenna right there along with the emergency exit pads right there. 737 wing on the NG mold, just outstanding in detail with the flaps, slats, and speed brakes. It looks absolutely amazing. Love the grooves. Looks super, super good. The winglet is so pretty on this plane. I love it. The US flag looks amazing on it. So great job here by Alaska to represent that. On the back here, we have the Wi-Fi box, the emergency exit door for 737-900, the etched one that is. Then we have the beautiful registration November 265 Alpha Kilo, Navy throughout the rest. And then we have the L2 door, some sort of symbol right there, which is also fantastic. And then Chester. Chester seems a little small in terms of size on this aircraft. Could just be you know, the proportions messing with my head. Outside of that though, it looks really good. Love the colors, and ultimately a very good job here to say the very least. The right side of the aircraft is very similar, as you have the 2 baggage doors over here, and outside of that, very, very good over here on the right side as well. Top of the aircraft looks very good. We got the Wi-Fi box and the beacons, as I was referring to, and also some antennas. And the bottom of the aircraft, also really good. You got 2 underneath antennas, so I'm sorry I missed that. And also some really cool symbols here on the back cargo doors. So really great job here by NG Models. Just an absolutely stunning model. So glad to have it. They did a great job on it, and really special to have. Completes the tryout, and excited to see this in various airports and on my channel. So really excited for that. Alrighty everybody, so here we go for the Southwest trial to finish it out today. Starting right here with the NG Models 1/400 scale Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Illinois 1 livery. Very excited for this aircraft. Just looks so good, man. Really excited to have this. Still have yet to see in real life after various substitutions. Trying to go spot it is not worked out yet, but I'm sure it will sometime. I did get to see the 700. It's a beautiful plane, and excited to see how this transpired onto the 800 in model form. So let's go ahead and get started. Boeing 737-800, of course, you have the CGI Illinois 1 with the Illinois flag. I've always thought the bird's really cool in this aircraft, so that's what we love to see, along with this patch as well. I think it says something right here, can't see it, but something state, which is really cool. Southwest registration November 8619 Foxtrot. NG Models right there. You got the bottom of the box, the left, top of the box and the right, and then the back as well. Really excited to see how they did on this aircraft. It's going to be a really good offering. I don't even have to open the box to know that. Really excited to see how they did. And let's take a look at this. Alrighty, everybody, here we go. Wow. Man, this in Tennessee, I think, are my new favorites, man. That is absolutely stunning right there. Take a look at that. Alrighty, everybody, here we go for the engine models. 1-4 scale Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Illinois 1 livery. What a great looking aircraft right here. Super excited to get into the details of it. This might be one of my new favorite Southwest planes. Can't lie. This is stunning, man. This just elevates the Illinois flag to a whole new level for me. This is fantastic. Let's go ahead and get into it, everybody. Alrighty, everybody, here we go. Starting right here with the cockpit windows in the nose shape. The NG737, I know I've said it every time, but it's just absolutely fantastic. Nose landing gear door. Here's the L1 door along with the beautiful eagle right here on the Illinois flag. Really great flag, as you can see right here, transpiring right there into the wings. Just really cool. And then you have the patch, of course, and the leaves to finish it out right there. It's just really cool. One of the coolest parts about this livery, of course, Southwest all economy, as we know. We got the antenna down there, and then the emergency exits you can barely see. They're pretty much disguised, but one of the coolest parts is lining it up right there. It's really cool. So that's what we love to see. Top has some really good detail from this perspective as well. Again, CFM56, really nicely detailed. You can only imagine what it would be like to sit on the inside like that right there. I know it's not the best view, but you can see what I'm referring to. That's what we love to see. And then we have the emergency exit pad right there, along with the flap slat and speed brake detail. Golly, this model, it's stunning. There's no other way to word it. You got the main landing gear right there, and then just the beautiful wings. Really great job here by engine models. Normally, I would say that color-wise, make it as realistic to what you can find as possible. But they added some saturation here, I think. Could be wrong, but it looks like they may have added just a touch of saturation. Just looks so perfect in this model. So really nice job right there. You got this antenna, a Wi-Fi box, some panel detail along with the back antenna, and then the wings just beautifully line out to the back of the fuselage where we have November 8, 619 Foxtrot. I'm not sure. I think they do it gray so that it's at least visible but doesn't take away from the flag. I think that might be why Southwest does that, although I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts on that. The beautiful blue down there to finish it out with something there in the back, the L2 door, and the beautiful Southwest Airlines tail. Oh, she's absolutely beautiful, man. I don't even know what to say at this point. It is a beautiful model. If I had to pick and give you one model to buy, it looks like the Southwest tiles here, maybe just slightly crooked, but certainly not a huge deal at all, especially with that fuselage. If I had to give you one Southwest model to pick, I would have a hard time saying no to this. And we're going to take a look at two more here in just a moment, but it's going to be hard to top this. Beautiful underbelly as well, great antenna detail down there. I mean, this speaks volumes of NG models, man. I mean, you can have the GeminiJets NG models discussion all day, every day until the cows come home. But what I can say is that NG models gonna be pretty dang tough to top this. I don't know if you can. This is one of my new favorite models. Definitely, if we were doing the top 25 video again, it would absolutely still a position in that. Stunning model, great job, and just wants to make me see it even more in real life. Hopefully sooner than later. So great flag right here. Illinois did a great job, and Southwest really represented well here with the 737-800. Alrighty, everybody, next up we have the engine models. 1-4 scale Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the Herbert D. Keller retro gold livery. Very excited for this aircraft despite the color situation. We'll get into that more here in a moment, but still really excited to have this aircraft. I'm really eager to see what it's all about right here. Let's go ahead and take a look. Boeing 737 MAX 8, we have the CGI right here. You got the Southwest with the desert livery right here. The Herbert D. Keller titles. Registration November 871 Hotel Kilo engine models. This is a really great looking box. Really stands out to what Southwest is all about with their retro schemes. And it's really excited to have this one as well. So really eager to see what this color is all about. Obviously, there's been a bunch floating around. I think it's fair to say that both GeminiJets and NG models botched it. So let's see what the NG version's looking like. It looks like the right, base, but the problem is that the actual color is too dark. The Gemini has too much gloss to it from my observations. This seems a little bit more real to what it looks like. It's just too dark. So let's see if that's the case. Yeah, I think that is exactly right. The only other observation that I had, I remember looking at a bunch of pictures of this, so now it's all coming back to me. The other observation I have of this color as well is that it's rich is not the right word. It's not too rich, but it's like too... I don't know if saturated is the right word, but if you can see what I'm talking about, it seems like the color's not... I think it's too saturated as well. I think that's the correct wording. the color seems to have too much depth to it, and therefore leads to the color just being just not quite there. It's closer than the Gemini. I think the Gemini is pretty good, but it has too much gloss to it. But overall, they did a decent job of it. This one just, it feels too dark and too oversaturated. Let me know if you guys agree with my assessment, but it's unfortunate to see both of them botch it, but hopefully the mold and everything makes up for the rest of this. This is my first NG737 Max too, so how about that? I didn't even realize that, but it is looking really good from the initial glance, so let's get this on the table and see what this is all about, everybody. Alrighty, everybody, and here we have the NG models. 1 to 400 scale, Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the Desert Gold Herbert D. Keller retro livery. Solid looking aircraft, you know, the color is certainly hard to overcome, won't lie, whether it's GeminiJets or NG models. It's unfortunate that they both botched it, but nevertheless, the new 737 MAX mold for NG models is absolutely fantastic from my observations, and ultimately, I think we have a pretty good looking aircraft here regardless, so certainly excited for it. It's unfortunate to see them botch the color, but I'm glad to give them a little bit of slack. It happens. Gemini didn't do any better on it, so that, you know, there's two ways to skin a cat there, but nevertheless, really excited to take a look at this, and let's see what it's all about, everybody. Alrighty, everybody, so here we go, starting right here with the cockpit windows, and then get the nose shape. Really great job on the 737 MAX mold. Definitely going to have to review one of these. They did a really great job on it. Certainly very pleased about that. Here's the nose landing gear door. This is an ETOPS aircraft, so that's really cool. So you will see this at international destinations. Nose landing gear just, it looks interesting from here. It seems like it's too far slanted up in, if you will, which is kind of unfortunate. And outside of that, though, the height looks just about right, so not too bad. I think they did a pretty good job on that. A little bit better than the Gemini mold, but still maybe just a little too slanted in. It could just be this one too. We'll have another Max here in a moment, so we'll take a look. Here's the L1 door, and then of course Southwest with their all economy format here. You know, the color, I'm looking at it in real life, and it seems like the camera's honestly picking it up closer to what it looks like in real life than what I'm seeing in real life. It's either over or under saturated. I can't tell. I think it's oversaturated and too dark of a shade. The base was right. I think they got the base right. I think they just, I don't know what they did when they were making this, but they just went a little too far on it, and unfortunately it suffered in those regards. But nevertheless, you have this antenna here on the top as well, along with the beautiful engine right here. It looks really great. No QC issues. The proportions are really great. Good job by NG models for representing that very well. And then of course you have the emergency exit pad right there, along with the wing detail. Very similar to their 737 NG mold. They did a really great job here representing the wing detail. So good job there by NG models. Looking really great. And of course, you got the winglet right there, or whatever you call these on the Max. Really good job there to print the Southwest titles. Of course, really small, so they did a good job to make it look pretty good there. I'm kind of surprised this piece of the winglet never got the treatment of the desert gold shading, but I'm guessing they just left that because they never had any 737 Maxes, of course, that had it on there. So they just had the winglet aircraft that had it like this. So that's my assumption there, although I could be completely wrong on that assessment. Here's the back of the fuselage. Looks really good again. The main landing gear door details good. You got the two antennas down there, which is fantastic. The Wi-Fi box looks really good. Very neat design, to say the least. Again, just really good detail overall. They did a really good job. Another antenna, and then the registration November 871 Hotel Kilo. The L2 door, ETOPS there on the top of the door, which is a nice detail. US flag in the beautiful Southwest tail right there. APU detail and horizontal stabilizers. On the right side, very similar, but of course you also have some detail with the baggage doors as well. This nose tire is about to fall off? Let me check. Okay, so the problem there, and I'll kind of show you, is that it actually, the rod inside there on the nose landing gear is a little too wide, so it looked a little weird from some perspectives. So you can see it swiveling right there. It looked kind of weird from this perspective. That's why. The reason for that is because the tire maybe is just a touch too big on that side, just small QC, you really can't control it. It's honestly really tough. And in addition to that, also the rod. Also take a look at those fan blades. They look really good, so I thought I'd give a detail on that. We'll go into a more in-depth review on this aircraft in the coming weeks, but nevertheless, a good looking aircraft right here regardless. Top of the aircraft has some really good detail. They did a very good job to match the panels and whatnot, so good job there by Southwest's livery is really nice, but how about NG models? The bottom's also really good. They got some good detail in there, and they did a really good job constructing this aircraft. Outside the color, really great mold, really great model. So glad to have it. You know, obviously, give or take with the color. What can I say? Certainly off. I don't know why this is so hard to master on 1 to 400. Seems like nobody can do it, but we still have to be appreciative for it, and certainly glad to see this and the GeminiJets version 2, which I would like to get. So we'll see if we can do that. But nevertheless, looking really good and a great job. Pretty solid job here by NG models overall. Alrighty, everybody, so the final aircraft of today's massive unboxing will be this NG models 1 to 400 scale Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the Colin Barrett retro livery. Really crazy to think that Canyon Blue's already a retro. It just feels like that you know, the current livery came out so long ago. It was 10 years at this point. It's just crazy to think that now this is a retro, but it just took forever for them to repaint them. So there's a couple still floating around. If you can go spot one, I highly recommend it. Luckily, I've been fortunate enough to get to see a couple over the last several months, so that's been really cool. Very fortunate to be able to do that. But certainly hopeful to see just a couple more before they go, because it's such a pretty livery. And we're going to see this with this exact aircraft right here. Boeing 737 MAX 8 right here. Here's the CGI. Southwest, registration November 872. Charlie Bravo for Colin Barrett. Huron of the Heart, which is really cool. NG models. Really nice contribution to him. Great guy at Southwest, along with Herbert Keller. Love their efforts, and it's really cool. Even Herbert Keller, I believe, has a road named after him near Love Field Airport, which is really cool. So that's certainly very nice. So really nice perspective here on the box. Back is also really good. So really eager to see that nose landing gear for the mold and also the color. I've heard absolutely no problems with it. They've done great on it in the past. So let's just go ahead, tear into it, and finish this off the right way. Always sad when these massive unboxings come to an end, but it makes me look even more forward to the next ones. And yeah, I don't think that I need to speak too much on the color here. This is absolute effort, man. That is a way to finish off a massive unboxing, man. Recently got to see this at Austin Bertram International. So glad to get the model here. And the nose landing gear looks right. Yes. Alrighty, everybody, and here we have the NG models. 1-400 scale Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the Colin Barrett Retro Canyon Blue paint scheme. Absolute money right here. NG models absolutely doing a perfect, and I mean perfect job on this aircraft. I can't find anything to critique, and that's absolutely amazing. This aircraft is absolutely beautiful. NG models deserves a 10 out of 10 on this effort. This is top tier effort, and it's just so awesome to see this. NG models, you should be very proud of yourself. This is absolutely fantastic, and what a model right here. This and Illinois 1 are going to be very nice together, and even Desert's going to go along good with them. So we're really excited to take a look at this. Let's go ahead and get into it, everybody. Alrighty, everybody, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. So here's the nose cone with the cockpit windows and also the Colin Barrett sticker right here. Here's the nose landing gear and nose landing gear door, also another ETOPS aircraft, but you have the yellow cheat line, the blue and the red. Nose landing gear is straight down, and that's what it's supposed to look like. The height is perfect, the nose landing gear is perfect. That is the best 737 MAX nose landing gear I've seen in 1-400, period. No questions asked. That is what it's supposed to look like. It's just absolutely amazing to finally see that, and we can talk about GeminiJets and NG models all day long. I'm happy to sit here and talk about it, but what I am also happy to say is that it's undisputed that this is certainly, it's the best nose landing gear in 400, period. It's absolutely amazing. NG models, you should be very proud of yourself on that. That's fantastic. L1 boarding door, along with the all economy here for Southwest. Again, got to see this aircraft at the Austin Bertram International Airport. We got to pull up right next to it, so that was really cool. So even though it's weird because all the Canyon Blues aren't gone yet, this is still technically special, so we absolutely love to see it when we do get to catch these. Antennas are really nicely done, and then you have the engines right here as well. This seems a little bit more normal than the Desert on a 737 MAX 8, because obviously these were on the 800, so I can get a little bit more behind this, and it looks really good, to be quite honest. You got the main landing gear right there, the emergency exits, the padding, and the beautiful wings just look so great, just like 737. Best 737 MAX mold, honestly, in 1-400, period, no question. Southwest winglets look absolutely amazing. Still a little bit weird because they did have splits with all blue, so I'm not sure why we didn't get it here, but I can't complain. It's just Southwest's choice, so that's what we love to see. Here we go with the Wi-Fi box along with the rest of the economy. The next antenna, the two bottom antennas, the main landing gear, again, very detailed. They look super good. November 872 Charlie Bravo. The beautiful Southwest tail right here, really nicely placed APU detail. Horizontal stabilizers, just absolutely incredible model. The right side looks amazing too, with the engine, the cowling, the baggage doors, just absolutely amazing effort right here. Top of the aircraft looks very good, as you can see right there. We got the antennas and some more panel details, so that's what we love to see. In the bottom, no stand hole is really unfortunate. I bet they based this off the 737 mold, so that's my guess, but it's all good. It happens. But just really great detail down here. Great looking airplane. A+. One of my new favorite models as well. I'm really impressed. This is really great stuff right here. NG models, be very proud of yourself. Great job on this aircraft. Alrighty, everybody, here is our final lineup for today, and my goodness, what a massive unboxing. This was super fun. Not to take credit away from any of the other massive unboxings, but this felt like one of the best ones in quite some time. The last ones have been really, really great, but this is on top. This is an absolutely beautiful lineup of aircraft. So many beautiful planes here, and let's go ahead and take a little bit more of a look at all of them really quick before we conclude today's video. The Alaska Embraer 175, and honoring those who serve livery, is a great, the Horizon Air Retro, I'm so used to saying on there, those who serve. Not to mention we have one right here too. But nevertheless, the Horizon Air Retro is a really great offering right here. Super glad to have this aircraft. It looks so good. The GOL Max serves a really great purpose and will be a great addition to the Great Plains Airport and everywhere else I choose to utilize it. The Honoring Those Who Serve Alaska 737-900ER is a beautiful airplane. That nose landing gear is still catching my eye. I mean, it's a little bit on the 800 right there, but certainly not near as present as the 900. But really great looking aircraft. I'm very glad to have it in the fleet. The Southwest 737-800 Illinois 1 is one of my new favorite models, that in Canyon Blue, along with the Desert that we're about to see. But this aircraft just hits different, man. That Illinois flag's beautiful, and there's something to be said for how pretty that airplane is. Again, the Herbert Keller retro aircraft right here for the Desert. Despite the color, still a really great offering. Highly recommend it. Really great plane right there. Looks absolutely fantastic. And the Canyon Blue 737 MAX 8 is another really great aircraft right here, and I'm certainly very glad to have it here in the fleet. The American Boeing 777-200ER is a great looking aircraft. So glad to have a really great mold right here for one. And I'm certainly very glad to have it in the fleet right here. So really great aircraft right there. NG Models did a spectacular job on them. These two, and also the One World aircraft as well. Really beautiful planes. They look so good. Love the color on them. And it's certainly going to be sad to replace the Gemini ones. But I mean, I don't think I need to say too much more on that. The Virgin Atlantic 787-9 by Jet Hut really surprised me. I was honestly very impressed. Really great offering for the price point. I mean, you can just put it side by side here with the NG Models one. Is it the NG? Absolutely not. Is it, you know, like a Darren? Also, absolutely not. It's a really nice in-between. Great entry line, the die-cast model collecting, and I think that considering where the prices are right now, this will be a really great opportunity for budget collectors or just people that want to get them in general. So really nice right there, but this is a really good offering and honestly very impressed for the price point. And this Lufthansa 787-9, icing on the cake, great model. So glad to have in the fleet, and this will be great at Dallas and everywhere else. I'm able to utilize it here in the near future. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's massive unboxing. Again, really special one, really nice to have the late summer light and everything, just really special. Favorite time of year. It's absolutely awesome. Never gets old. We do plane spotting in the winter when the heat haze isn't bad, and then we do our model unboxing peaks in the summer. So glad to have them rolling on a really good frequency lately. It's been really fun to do that, but got so backlog off of college and everything, and honestly worked out really nicely to do one. It's kind of like a seasonal service, ironically enough. One a month during the rest of the year, during the school year, and then twice a month during the summer, I think will be my new format. It works really well, obviously depicted or, you know, induced by how and when I get planes, but nevertheless, works out really well, at least for the moment, and this is a great fleet of aircraft. Certainly very glad to have every single one of them, and I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, but nevertheless, that'll do for today's video, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe, trust the process. Do love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.